Was it pretty tough going to freelance? Like from straight out of school to just, okay, now I gotta figure out how to make money doing this thing?
I've been like very fortunate that like I have parents who the ways that they've just supported me, not just financially, but encouraging me to do what I was passionate about.
That's cool.
And I mean, they're creative. They have a creative business. They're entrepreneurs themselves. So I think it was, if they were in a different career path and they weren't creative and they weren't entrepreneurs, then maybe
Yeah.
they would see things differently. So I feel like I wouldn't be where I am without like their support. Fortunately, they did like a lot of stuff in like graphic design, web design. Some of their clients, it kind of goes hand in hand. Like they have websites and they might also need like a video produced. So I was able to get my feet wet and my foot in the door with
Mm.
with like some opportunities like that, which I don't take for granted. I understand that not everybody has that, but I think that definitely helped kickstart my career because I was able to do video projects for like actual companies and get real world experience like right off the bat. And from there, it's kind of snowballed really quickly into like all of a sudden, I had my portfolio. It wasn't very good. That's the first step that you need to take is you need to just be relentless and you need to put yourself out there. And even if it's like stuff that you're not necessarily as passionate about. Like if you want to break into this in the video and the film industry, like you just volunteer on sets or do videos for free and just network as much as you can and build up that portfolio. And from there, so many doors will like open to you that you might not even realize if you just build that foundation and just work tirelessly and be so persistent about that and put your mind to it. And you don't necessarily have to have paying clients to get videos under your belt and start implementing your skills. You can learn editing from YouTube. I'm living proof of that. You can do like spec commercials, pick a company, make a commercial for them, or you could reach out and say like, I'd love to do this for you for free. It does require like some money if you're gonna like purchase equipment or softwares or whatever, but like you really just have to invest the time to develop your skills in a way that are a service that's going to be marketable and sought after by potential businesses and clients. So it doesn't happen overnight. I'm doing it for a couple of years and I feel like I've barely scratched the surface. You make mistakes and you learn from them, fail as quickly as you can so that you can get those mistakes behind you and not make those mistakes again because of how those mistakes made you feel. Because that's the best teacher. Like if you're in a
Yeah.
classroom and you see a PowerPoint, it's like, don't do this. Okay, you're just memorizing it for an exam. But if you go on a shoot and the audio is peaking or the shot's out of focus, or it's overexposed, or it's not framed properly. You can go down the list. You do that, and you're surely going to make it a priority to not do that the next time. And it's going to be ingrained in you because you messed up the first time. You can be given opportunities like I did, like to be able to do stuff through a couple referrals from my parents, but I've benefited from nepotism. A lot of people have, but when you get your foot in the door somewhere, you have to sustain that success. You have to do a good job. You have to be a good person to work with. For the most part, it's not like you get an opportunity and it's just guaranteed to be sustained for a long time. Just with any business, it could all fall apart instantly. You really have to like cherish every opportunity you have and take everything so seriously and not get complacent and keep your reputation respectable because every person that you work with is going to like have an opinion about you and that's going to determine if they refer you to people. I'm sure you can relate, like you're building a brand, you have an audience, all of that stuff is very important and you have to make sure that it's constantly in check and it takes a lot of effort. It's not like you build a business and for the most part like you can sit back and relax. It's just it needs constant like monitoring and attention. So was it hard to get into freelancing? Like I'm still getting into it. It's still an ongoing process, really.